zgodba se meni pojavlja, rdeča nit zgodbe v sanjah. In potem sem imela še ene druge sanje, v katerih mi je bilo naročeno, da moram napisati knjigo za otroke, ki je pa pol postala knjiga za otroke in odrasle, ki pa nagovarja otroka v nas. Škrat je bil pa v veliki meri Hai pravzaprav, ki ima zelo, kako bi rekla, živo domišljijo, tako da veliko tega, kar sva na to ogrodje obesla, od ogrodja mislim s tem mojimi sanjami, veliko je prišlo skozi njega. Jaz sem bila pa tista, ki pa zna dobro napisati.
Yes, I think that is, because the deepest truth behind life is that we're all the same and we're all part of the same light. And that light in this book is symbolized by the dragon. So we're all part of this one totality, just our own personality is standing in the way. The story is finished, it's a total thing. So there is no follow-up. We didn't even think of it, ever. The thing is that I got now, not long ago, a dream that I should write a book about a boy, which goes on a journey.
I said Fantku, which sounds like a small boy, but it's not.
No, it's not, but like Tia,
yeah,
that age. But how that will be a different journey than this one again, totally different. But it's not yet there, so...
Yeah, we don't know what to say about
it. Still, you need to have the feeling, okay, now we can start.
We're not even sure that we will really do it.
Yeah, let's see.
It's difficult to promise. And then
because also now with Mateja, she had first a dream years ago.
About it was 2003.
And then much later she got this about the book. And then, only then in 2016, when it was the moment, we said, let's do it then together. And then it flew also. It came out like that. Now I had a dream that I had to do it, but I don't, the story, how it will have to develop, I still need to start seeing it or seeing at least, I don't have to see the whole story, just some sketches, and I feel that a bit. Yeah, I feel it a bit, but it's not yet that I started with it. With this Corona, we were doing this Dutch version of the Dragon.
We made actually also in Slovenia. We changed some stuff. It's a bit different version now. Yeah, if it would be reprinted or maybe a sound book or.
The story became a bit different, a bit more. Why not much? Just a bit more. What would you say? A bit more.
We also changed words that were not like fairy tale words, that were too psychological.
And maybe a bit more exciting. Some places that it not only goes smooth. A bit, just a bit.
Some more challenges. Ja, to naj pogosto vpraša, zato ker redko se zgodi, da dva človeka skupaj pišeta knjigo. Po svoje je šlo kar v redu, seveda so imela razne konflikte in imava različne tempe, ampak ja, sva se dobro dopolnjevala, tako da, kot sem že prej rekla, je Hai bolj ta fantazijski del dal svoj, jaz pa z možnosti pisanja. Ne pa še on malo pove, how was it, you can say.
Yeah, in many ways we fit perfectly because we have opposite abilities. Mateja is very perfectionistic on language. She absolutely is. And I'm perfectionistic on the story, on the storylines, and on the deeper layers of the story. And that worked well together. That, of course, if you do things together, there will be some bumping, but we really fill each other up there. Yeah. Yeah, if I look at it, and also from the experience that we now have from people that read it, everybody gets something, and that's the surprising thing of the story, which comes via you or through you. People can read it on all different levels and find what they need at that moment. Of course, the deepest message is we are all one. We are. Even if it, especially now, also doesn't look like it, but we are. And the more of us will realize that, the more this planet can become heaven, because we have to create it. We have to protect the nature. We have to take care of each other.
Ja, pomembno je iti vase, pogledati, kje so še ovire, kje so strahovi, kje so zamere, jeza, da priješ v stik s svojim jedrom in potem se lahko počutiš povezana tudi z ostalimi, tako da, kot je Hai rekel. Dokler pa imamo veliko enih ovir čustvenih in razne navlake, je pa težko to enost čutiti. Tako da knjiga je povabilo, da se ljudje odpravijo na notranje potovanje in najdejo stik s svojo dušo. Zmaj simbolizira dušo. Ja, pred Zmajevo deklico je res točno 10 let pred tem je išla moja prva knjiga Prebujanje v dušo, tako da to, ko si čist na pamet rekel na 10 let, si res zadev. Ne vem, bova videla to knjigo, ki imava v načrtu za naslednjo, koliko časa bo trajalo. Dejansko, kot smo se pogovarjali, so razmere za pisce knjig, za pisatelje, pisateljice zelo slabe, tako da z tega vidika nekako človek ni tako zelo motiviran za pisanje, če sva čisto iskrena oba. Tako da sva se tudi osredotočila na prevode, imava zdaj prevod v nizozemski jezik že narejen in v nemščino. Pa najprej videla glede tega, če bo ratal najti založnike. Pa je treba zbrati motivacijo, se usesti in spet začeti garati, ker to je kar delo. In bo probala prej kot čez 10 let. Ja. And you, Hai?
Well, beside this story, I was writing on a Dutch book in Dutch. I was writing in Dutch on a spiritual crime novel. That was quite a challenge, and I worked for a long time on that one. It still has to be published. I still have to find a publisher. Because the thing is, it's not for me to write this. I'm not a writer in the sense of I have to write. That's my part. The main thing is I need to share something, and it doesn't matter how long it takes or how many I make, as long as I can put in or I get in the book what I want to share. And so in this case, I would say it's really, for me, totally not about the quantity, but getting the quality in it that what we want to say to the world.
Ja, jaz bi tukaj tudi še dodala, te druge sanje, ki sem rekla, da so se pojavili, v katerih mi je bilo rečeno, nekako je bilo naročilo, da moram napisati knjigo. Sem to vzela zelo resno in sem imela občutek, da je treba narediti, ker je pač iz enih višjih sfer prišlo naročilo, da rečem, in ga ne smem ignorirati. Tako da, zdaj, ko sem omenila, da je imel Hai tudi sanje, da mora on tudi napisati knjigo, pa je pa rekel, da bi jo skupaj. Najbrž je to tudi naročilo, ampak mislim, sigurno je, ampak bo moral on zdaj pritiskati, da jemo narediti. Jaz ne čutim zdaj te notranje potrebe, tako kot je on rekel. Ne čutim, da je to zdaj mojega, bom pa podprla pri njegovem projektu. Kakor je mene on pri mojem, da tako rečem. Ja. Super bi bilo, če bi bila, ampak cesar je tak. Predvsej berem o narcističnih osebnostnih motnjah in on absolutno je tak ala Trump, pravzaprav sem imela Trumpa v mislih, ko so pisala. Tako da vemo, da se je Trump navkar tako spremenil, mislim, sploh se ne bo. Tako da je pa to pravljica in poleg tega se je, tako kot se neka rdeča nit, vključno s to preobrazbo cesarjevo, to se je res pojavilo v sanjah in so temu sledila, tako kot je bilo pokazano. Točno tako, da ga je deklica z majem, ga je vrgla v vodo in je pol prišel preobražen ven. Tako da bi bilo pa super, če bi bilo v resnici tako, kot bi bil lepši svet. Ja.
Of course it doesn't go in life that smooth. Of course not. But like Mateja said, it's a fairy tale. And a fairy tale, in this way, how can I say? You could see the story on many levels. Also that all the characters in the story are you. And we all have parts of us. Yeah, there are you, meaning it's parts of us. So also we all have an emperor inside. That is hard on ourselves, hard on the rest. And that part needs to be softened. Whether or not you will change completely, but you will grow during life when you search, when you go searching for who you really are, and when you try to figure out why are you suffering. And there's many ways to look at that story. And of course, it's a fairy tale. So in a fairy tale, there is a happy end. And in the end, for all of us, there is a happy end. It just might not be the happy end that we think it will be.
And maybe not in this life.
And not literally in this life. But
maybe in the future lives.
I learned one sentence once, and it's one of the most important ones. And I forget it sometimes, but it's one of the most important ones. There is never anything wrong. That was the most important one. It's a difficult one, but that is the core. There is never anything wrong.
Najlažje pravzaprav delam doma. Hai je kontra meni, on blazno rad dela v lokalu, kjer je hrup in tako, jaz se tam težko koncentriram, ampak se mu moram prilagoditi, če hočem z njim delati, večinoma moram delati v hrupu, tako da sem se tudi na to že nekako navadila. Drugače pa res najraješ doma sama z računalnikom.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of that. I grew up in a pub, partly. Part of my life, I had a pub also myself for 10 years. So I'm quite used to having people around me, having noise around me, as long as it's not too loud. And because for me, I had to learn in writing to simply trust and surrender to what has to come out. Because the more I put myself the idea how it should go, the easier I lost the red line, because it had to come, it had to be given. And that is something to learn, that the story wants to write itself and you are in the way. You just have to get out of the way somehow. And then still use your ability to oversee the story. And for me, funny, in a pub, with all the things around me, all the noise, I can concentrate the best. I can surrender the best to the story. And yeah, I love it to just be among people, have something around a coffee, and then just surrender. It works for me the best.
So pa tudi predvsej zgodbe Zmajeve deklice napisala na morju. We wrote it also at the seaside.
At the seaside, yeah. On the terrace, so here on the terrace of outside up Spansky Borzi. There we were a lot.